everyone, my name is Marcy and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm hoping to make this a bit of a regular thing. I'm working on a schedule, going through many of the journals that I've made, helpful tips I've discovered, and crafting new items for junk journals. A little bit about me. I'm an avid crafter, and by avid I mean that I love to do everything. If it involves art and creation, I'm in. This concept, of course, has gotten me into a lot of trouble sometimes. Getting so wrapped up in one idea or another, and then investing a lot of money into supplies. So just to give you an example, I've gone from crocheting to scrapbooking to jewelry making, then back to crocheting and card making, then quilting. So like I said, all in. And my crafting desk has a bit overflowed. I'll show you a little scan of it a little bit later. But I think that with junk journaling, this can incorporate all of those things. Jewelry making little, dangles for bookmarks and everything. Scrapbooking, obviously, all the paperwork. So there's really no limit to what you can do with all of these things. So I'm going to show you what it's all about, or at least what I've done. We'll start off with going through one of the first junk journals I've made. I made this earlier this year, and it's bound. I made it with some chipboard, and my aunt, which I'll tell you about her later, helped me cover it and let it set, and then I sewed in the signatures. Now, this book originally had 7 signatures, and then I started filling it, and as you can see, I've had to take out 3, and it's still pretty full. So here we go. Starting off here, we've got some cute little pockets with tags. This kind of concept is more of it's very liberal, my concept. Of course, junk journaling could be whatever you want it to be. So I began this journal, there you go, in April of 2021. And there's a lot of tucks and pockets and flips and all that stuff, which I credit to several YouTube channels that I have watched, including Treasure Books and Corey with I forgot her channel. Gayle and Foxy, all those cool ladies. And so this is a cute little pamphlet that I made, and it's got a ton of stamps. Now, I found a collection of stamps from Facebook that I purchased, and I have a lot of them. So I've been slowly trying to figure out how to use the thousands, I think, stamps that I got. Cute little tag right there, a little pink concept on this page. I like to use a lot of magazines. Now, I have, believe it or not, long ago in my younger years, I used to take words and pictures and so forth and just kind of put them on my planners, on my the old journals, dear diaries that I've had. And I really still love it. They're beautiful pictures and you can do so much with them. So I have put in several magazine pages and clips and so forth into this. So a cute little writing spot here. I found this on Raw Pixel, and I love it. And this little tracing paper I have here to kind of in a, thought process of, doing a little sketching and from time to time kind of thing. So I really like it. Lovely little poem. I'll use a lot of book pages. This is from a book called Something to Love, Something to Do, and there was one other saying, and I can't remember it. But these were lovely poems, and I thought this one was a good one. Just a couple little ephemera. This is a tag I made with napkins. Now, my aunt has made several tags as well that I've included in here, like this one. And I believe this digital is from Pink Monarch Prints. And she does a little signature there. She kind of helped me. I kind of blame her for all of this mess that I've gotten myself into. She, earlier this year, my mom had a heart attack. She's okay. She's okay. And so I was there with her when she had her surgery. And then my aunt came to take over taking care of her because I couldn't be there for long periods of time. And when she came, she brought with her, some projects that she's been working on. And she's a very crafty woman, and I get a lot of inspiration from her. And she showed me these journals, and we went through, all of the little items, and it's been amazing. It's a wonderful journey that we have taken together, and I really am happy. We share happy mailboxes about every month and a half now, and we tuck things in there of what she's done, what I've done, and supplies that we have extras of. So that's kind of a fun thing. Here is another napkin over book pages that I made. Cool pockets with, again, book pages. Pockets. Other side of the tracing paper with another print that came from my aunt. And flip it over, and there's a little bit of writing space here. And then here's another tuck, kind of a tuck and pocket. Here's another journal card that my aunt made. This is a cute little notepad, small tag. And here is a big one. This was a former envelope, and I made it into kind of a private writing area. And there's a cute little tag in the window there. And this is a very large print that my aunt printed on tissue paper, and it was just so gorgeous. I just couldn't bear to cut any of it up, so I just put it right in there. Cool little flowers. Here is where I cut out the first of 3 signatures, and here are the old ones. Still, you can see there's a lot that I've done. So it's kind of like a whole new book right there. So that's another one to make. More tucks. I really enjoy the pockets. Cute little belly band. And then this is an extra writing spot here. Cute little tag. I kind of became very into the plants and butterflies and mushroom kind of thing. I'm not so much of a, the concept of kind of industry. I'm trying to break through though. And so here's some more pockets. A lot of these are just pockets. This is a jelly press print that I made. And another one with napkins. These are beautiful napkins. I'll show you how, I can show you how I did that and who I learned it from on YouTube. Pockets, pockets, pockets. This is one of my orchids. I have 3 orchids, and this one blooms just about every year, and I was able to press and, for the most part, save it. So I put some Mod Podge on it, and then wrapped it in saran wrap just to kind of preserve it. So it looks really nice, and made a little pocket underneath it. Pockets, and there's a little booklet that I made. More little flowers. This one's a cool little spot that I made here. Extra little writing space. Here's one of the big ones. This was from a National Geographic. It was the Grand Canyon, and I thought it was a beautiful photograph that I wanted to keep here. So, and here's the other side. More prints. This is again another print from Pink Monarch. Another big napkin. This is a cute paper baggie, and I have tons of these, so I got to figure out what to do with them all that I embossed and you know, put some ink on it to kind of make it a little older. Double pocket. Here's another one that my aunt made. I thought this was just beautiful. She's a little music paper. I don't have very much music paper. She gave me a couple, so maybe we can figure out what to do with them. Little clusters. I got this idea from Sue. I can't remember her YouTube channel, but I will put it in the notes. She did a concept where it was just a piece of paper, and you kind of just put some stuff on it and kind of make like 9 to 12 big clusters at one time. So it was kind of mass production. It was a cool idea. So I did it, and that's what some of these that I came up with, which was really cool. Another little small book page. Coffee dyeing. A lot of this paper, I'm sorry, I didn't mention before, a lot of this paper is coffee dyed. I did get into avocado dyeing, and I can show you, you know, what I did, how I did that. Lots of videos on that. Here's one that she made. This beautiful hummingbird is from Birds and Blooms magazine. We get it every month from my mother-in-law, and I loved the photographs, and it's just so beautiful. Good little concept. A little pocket and flip, and then this is a very big kind of bookmarkish journal card. It just goes all the way in and fits all the way down. This is my first paperclip idea, and I didn't do it very successfully because it's kind of, it won't stay right. I just don't think I did it right, and so I have to figure out how to do a new one. And then it's holding a cute little notepad there. It doesn't hold it very well, so I have to figure out how to fix it so it goes more flat. If anybody has any ideas, it'd be great to hear about it. Another pocket and tags. Again, like I said, I love pockets and tags. This right here is actually an old library tuck. So you used to tuck in like those, like the checkout tags to, you know, see who took it out and when. My aunt gave these to me, and so I just kind of put it in there. Here's a piece of the avocado dyed paper. I got this one. This is one of the first ones that I got from my aunt. And here's my second attempt at a paper clip, which turned out a heck of a lot better. Maybe doing only one side. And then I made this like a little flip down here. And then that goes right back on there. More of these. This is a big print. My aunt has a big Misty, and she actually just recently gave me her little Misty, which I'm so excited about, and I can show you how I use this and all that stuff is, so that's fun. But she's got a big Misty and a big cling, so she did a lot of big prints for me, print stamping, so that I can use them, and I truly appreciate it. I actually just did this one last night. Lots of butterflies. This is another gel print that I did. Here is a pocket that my aunt made that I wanted to put in here. She did this beautiful jelly print and made these tags along with this print. I think she said was from Raw Pixel, but these are from a wildlife book of some sort, so that was kind of cool. But she made this one and I love it and I wanted to keep it, so I always have a piece of her. Another little pocket tag tuck spot, and here's another one of the big magazine prints that I really loved, and this is all mushrooms. Check that out. Tons of different mushrooms. Again, this is from a National Geographic and it was awesome. I thought it went well with, you know, my planty mushroom theme that's going on in this book, so I kept it and I did a little sewing. Never thought I would sew paper, but here it is, and now I can't stop. Tuck, little notepad, tuck, pocket. Some of these I still need to work on. Some of these pages need to add to it. Maybe not too much, but here, it was really funny about this. So I got this from How to Use Up Your 12-Inch Papers, and I believe this was Sue. And it was so funny is that I made a bunch of these and I sent them to my aunt in the Happy Mail. And then while it was on its way, she sent me one as well. And she sent me ones that she made. It was really funny. So these are a lot of jelly prints that she did. Cool little swatches of it. So it was really funny. We both did the same thing and sent it to each other. This is a watercolor print that I got from a cool, coloring book. I watercolored it. Thought it turned out well. Another little flip and notepad. Not very many sheets on that one. There's another pocket in here, but I need to glue this down. Pockets. This is a belly band. Now, I originally had a very large kind of envelope in here, and it was too heavy, so I couldn't keep it. It was too heavy, and it was very bulky, which, you know, here's another spot where I took out a signature, and it was just so bulky, and I couldn't keep it and kept falling out. So I kind of had to nix it, save it for another day, another book. But it's a cool little belly band, so I'll probably put a big journal card in here. So here I made this one a pocket. More pockets. This was again like some of my first stuff that I did. Here is belly band. Now hold on. Sorry about my dogs. I have 2 dogs, by the way, and they do like to one of them is very protective. So if you hear barking, I'm sorry. And if it gets too much, I'll pause and restart. But anyway, so this one, I ended up with like a ton of little scraps and stuff. And after making the swatches, I had several pieces of craft paper that were only about like a ½ inch thick. And so I decided to take a lot of the itty bitty scraps and just make a bunch of belly bands. And it kind of all came out like this. So there are tons of little scrap pieces that I just kind of collaged together, and I use them for decorations, like clusters to put on tags, as well as obviously belly bands. And I gotta figure out what else to do with these because I just made a ton of them one day and now I've got so many I don't know what to do with. So we shall figure out what to do with those. Piece of paper, and this is one of my best print-ish things when I did coffee dyeing with a doily. This is one of my best ones, so I wanted to keep it just as it is. And then put this back there. This is another stamp from my aunt, so I just kind of collaged it on a piece of paper. This was from my aunt. She said that it actually was like a happy mistake. She was avocado dyeing index cards, and the index cards were on top of the doily, which ended up just bleeding the ink onto the doily, and I thought that was a great idea. So this is a photograph that she took, and the funniest thing is that I do believe this was a photo of one of the flowers that I had when I was very, very young, like probably graduating high school, so close to 20 years ago. But she had them and she cut them out and she sent me one, and she got a couple more. There is this one, this beautiful little kind of folder, and added some lace. Here's an extra writing area, more pockets. This is a wonderful project, and I'll show you who I learned it from and how I did it. It was great. It turned out wonderful. These are all little pockets that I need to put stuff in. And here is another coffee dye. I was putting this on parchment paper, and the parchment paper wrinkled from the water, and it ended up making this really cool pattern. So I thought that was cool. Included it. More magazine pieces. I like this one, but then after I added it, I'm not a big fan of it anymore. It's a cool, concept, but I'm not as happy with it as I once was. So I have to figure out how to use it and kind of cover it up a little bit. Another little pocket. This is another one that my aunt made. I was planning on gluing that down, that's why that's here. And here is another one. I made this one with a napkin and book page. Cute little stuff. This one is my aunt's work. More of just collage pages, and kind of like jazzed up the plain pages just so I could have some writing space. Another stamp from my aunt. Here is another print. This is the passion flowers, one of my favorite flowers, so I kind of just watercolored it some pretty colors. Put that in there. Extra little flap to open up to the spot. Writing spot. This is a bearded iris, another one from Birds and Blooms, with a little definition that I kind of covered up, but it's alright. We'll work with it. And here's the back page and the back cover. I put originally a piece of lace here to use as a bookmark, but it didn't turn out as well because when I opened it, it started to tear the pages on the top. So I kind of had to cut it out. So I got a little tab right there. 100% handmade, and here's the back. And so this I just recently put these on, and I think it just does a beautiful final touch with the finishing off the corners there. So, and I usually tie it with this lovely blue ribbon, and it goes all together like this, and I slide it down. Ta-da! I thank you again for tuning in, and again, I hope to make this a kind of a regular thing and share what I've done with you. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.